Alright guys, Solaris here. Welcome back to the channel. Patch notes just dropped a couple of minutes ago and I'm recording my live reaction. I have not looked at anything yet. Obviously I'm hoping for some Oscar buffs and nerfs to the top tiers, but this is just a minor balance patch, so I'm not gonna get my hopes too much. I'm not gonna get too excited, but that's just my hope. So let's go ahead and get started. Changes to game mechanics. Adjusted the properties of Wild Assault. Okay, they're just explaining. Okay. You've also made changes relating to Roman cancel for invincible moves, which are highly effective for comebacks. So DPRC is probably getting nerfed. Wild Assault. When Wild Assault triggers a wall break, the opponent can now tech the area shift. This means you need to trigger wall break with the overdrive in order to create an advantageous situation to continue your offense after, making it much more challenging. Yes, thank the freaking Lord, dude. Thank you for this change. That means no more hard knockdown after Wild Assault at the wall. This is a great change. Thank the Lord. I thought that it was way too much, especially at the beginning of season 3. Oh man, the game will be so much less snowbally. You'll actually have a chance and you won't have to gamble every time on your burst on whether or not you want to use it, or give your opponent positive bonus. That's already such a great change. We've also made individual adjustments to both red and white Wild Assaults. They both maintain their strengths upon landing a hit while weakening in situations after they are blocked. Red Wild Assault. Reduce momentum when blocked, making it more challenging to continue your offense. That's a good change. Red Wild Assault, I think, should just be used for combo extensions. That's a great change. And then if you FD, that's even more distance. White Wild Assault is now minus on block. Oh, meaning it can end the offensive player's turn. It doesn't say it's punishable, it just says that it's minus, so it's still probably going to be a mind game right there, but at least it's minus on block. It still sounds like it's going to be frustrating, the fact that Gold Lewis especially can just white Wild Assault you and then bada bing bada boom, but at least it being minus on block is going to help if you end up having to block it, or you could try to position yourself to a place that you can block it and then they can't continue their offense. So that's really good. No changes to Blue Wild Assault. Obviously I play Oscar, so a little bit of a bias on my end, but I honestly think Blue Wild Assault is fine. Maybe it's a problem on some characters, but I never really had too much of an issue with it. And either way, I think that it could have been changed or it could have been left alone. I don't know. Burst gauge. We've reduced the rate of natural gain over time as well as upon wall stick. This reduces the overall amount of bursts available throughout the match, meaning Wild Assault and Psych bursts need to be used more strategically. Okay, I guess that's fair. They nerfed Wild Assault, so you're only going to be getting oh, actually that's actually good, because when you use Wild Assault, wait a minute, oh, it's just natural gain over time, so that just means in general burst has been nerfed. I mean, I think this is a fine change. I don't really have much to say about it, but it just means that you're gonna have to be a lot more careful and strategic about when you use your burst. It's probably gonna go back to how it used to be in season 2. Roman cancel for invincible moves. Invincible moves and counters that can be used as reversals without tension and can no longer be Roman canceled in any situation, which means you'll always have the chance to punish them as long as you block them, and the player can no longer go for damaging combos when they hit. However, they've also gained throw invincibility, making them more powerful as a reversal than before. There are some exceptions to this with counter moves not getting throw invincibility. For characters who have an S or slash and heavy slash version of their invincible moves, the heavy slash version will no longer have invincibility. Okay, that was old. The properties of these moves, such as their scaling and slowdown effect, have been adjusted in line. Overdrives can still be Roman canceled. So no more DPRC, and the fact that they say Counters can be used as reversals without tension gauge, can no longer be Roman canceled in any situation. Does that mean you can't even use it in combos? Does that mean Soul got his heavy volcanic viper nerfed? Clean hit? No more TODs with 60% of your life gone? That's very interesting. Invincible moves no longer. Okay, yeah, no more DPRC, and possibly you can't use it in combos. That's pretty crazy. Character adjustments. We've made improvements to some characters who struggle to reach their full potential. Okay, Asuka's not on this list. I see Zato. Oh no, I see Elfelt. So yeah, basically all the confirmed bottom tiers. Okay, so wait. Wait, then why is Soul on here? Oh, it's just talking about the DPs. Okay. Can no longer be Roman canceled. All arrow carry. Yeah, so I don't think that you'll be able to wait, remove striking invincibility, so an effect no longer ends on hit. No longer in counter hit state after the active frames end. Decreased base damage stay on decreased. Oh, so that means they're gonna do more damage. Increased tension. Okay, so a DP is now you just gotta go all in. It's pretty much an all or nothing. You gotta commit to it now. I'm pretty sure that's different compared to the old Guilty Gear games. Axel. He can now go for additional damage after landing a poke if the player makes the correct decision. On grounded hit, standing heavy slash now launches the opponent on hit, making it possible to combo into sickle flash and other moves. You can go for extra damage and better situational advantage by going for standing heavy slash instead of crouching heavy slash when appropriate after far standing slash. The blowback after aerial hit of jumping S no longer slams the opponent down, making it possible to hit with aerial snail. The projectile now moves faster. Okay, so he basically just got more combo potential, right? And I guess some new combos. On counter hit, the opponent can no longer recover. What is snail? Is that his grab? I don't know exactly. Oh wait, no. Oh, that's the. Wait, no. Is snail the move where he jumps up and then he drags you in? Is that what it's called? I'm not exactly sure what aerial snail is, but sure. So he, like I said, he just basically got some combos and more consistency on his hits. Potemkin. There are more opportunities now to get into range for Potemkin Buster. He can go for Okizeme from more situations because the opponent can no longer tech after standing heavy slash and hammerfall on hit. Heavenly Potemkin Buster now deals more guaranteed damage, making it a viable option to finish off the opponent. The changes to the movement direction and super flash also make it easier to grab opponents at a low height. So he just got some consistency buffs. No longer triggers opponent's blocking pose before the attack start up. I think that might be a nerf. Jumping D will reduce lower hurt box. Interesting. So yeah, he just got some he got improved Okizeme and I guess just more like I said, more opportunities going to Potemkin Buster. All right, guys, Zodom 1. Let's see what's going on. He can better start his offense now after the opponent blocks attacks from Zato or Eddie after long range. Eddie's forward movement speed has been increased, making it easier for him to approach the opponent while they are blocking an attack from Zato. The down-down input now functions differently during Break the Law, moving Zato to Eddie's current position. Wait, I thought that's what it was able to do before. I thought, or are they saying like you can, because wasn't one of the changes was that Zato could switch positions with Eddie? I'm not exactly sure how that functions, but moving while the opponent is blocking, that's a lot, or leap, that's a lot I'm pretty sure is drills. Allows him to approach while in an advantageous situation. When his offense is interrupted by a Psych Burst or Yellow Roman Cancel, the Eddie gauge now starts replenishing, starting for the remaining gauge at that point. It takes less time before Eddie can be resummoned after returning to neutral from such situations. The recovery time remains unchanged after Eddie takes an attack. So they're not reducing the amount of time it takes Eddie to come back, but they are saying that when you get interrupted, Eddie's gonna come back automatically. It's just that, yeah, the amount of time that he takes to come back is still unchanged. I honestly think that's pretty fair. I think that's fair. Eddie being faster is definitely great. So I don't know if this is enough to take him from like Zodom 1 to like what, Zodom 5, but I mean, it's quality of life, and I'm guessing he has more mix now with Break the Law. I'm still not exactly sure how that functions, but honestly, I think that's pretty cool. At least, I think that was the main issue that a lot of people had with Zato, was the fact that you can no longer burst bait and then keep Eddie. Like I said, I think this is the best of both worlds, but I'm not a Zato player, so I don't know anything. Damn, rip Baiken, man. I don't know, guys. I think Baiken might be bottom 5 after this new patch. Granted, we only have a couple of months for it to actually matter, because what is it, July? So August, September, October, and they got 3 months till the next patch. So I think for these next 3 months, Baiken is probably going to be bottom 5 after this nerf. This is a pretty big nerf, so yeah, sucks Baiken. I was thinking about picking her back up too, but I think until the big patch comes, I'm good. Rip Baiken. Sorry, LK. It's just a sad time. Alright, Testament. Offense incorporating the succubus has been made more effective. The adjustment to the blowback of ground throw adds extra advantage afterwards. They have access to more variety in Okazeme. Succubus no longer disappears after using possession. Is that the teleport? You can now approach using possession, yes, the teleport, in situations such as Grave Reaper S and still incorporate Succubus. Damn, so they just basically made Testament into even more of a mix-up monster. So the Succubus isn't gonna go away. That's crazy. And then it looks like they also got some extra combos, because I think Testament's pretty reliant on Wild Assault for their combos. Decrease attack startup, decrease horizontal blowback distance, increase launch height. Yeah. Overall, just more plus. Bad, man. Improvements to aerial neutral makes it easier to get in close to the opponent. The additional forward movement of forward jump makes it possible to jump in on opponents from farther distances. Jumping S now has a vacuum effect, meaning Batman can get in close. It's a close range from a single aerial hit. There are now more opportunities to start combos after mix-ups, such as JD launches the opponent on grounded hit. Forward jump increased movement distance. So they overall just made Batman a little bit faster. Change hit effect, and now triggers aerial hit state with another attack. Oh, so this just gives Batman more combos, I guess? Okay, well, honestly, I don't really think this gives much to them for him. Yeah, it just looks like they just made Batman faster. Oscar, the only changes are invincible moves. Oh wait, this affects Oscar too. Oscar bros. That means our DP is our freaking life now. That means if we try to DP, we better believe in that fucking DP. Ah, man, this is gonna hurt. But with the overall defensive options being a little bit stronger now, or defense getting buff in general, I'm not too upset about this. Johnny, he's received improvements to his mobility and pressure during footsies. The reduced recovery on his forward dash makes it easier to close in on the opponent. Grounded Misfinder now triggers the counter effect. On counter hit, Grounded Misfinder can now be followed up with Joker's Trick and other attacks. So they didn't give him a dash block, but they just made him be able to move faster. Alright. Adds counter hit effect. Damn, so if you get counter hit by Mr. Finder, you are just gonna be in a very bad time. Can't you already replicate this in game by getting max risk and then getting hit? Or am I just crazy? Holding heavy slash. Now performs a move at the earliest time available. Alright. Elf felt. I'm scared, guys. Her moves are overall more viable, making it easier for her to create positive situations with Chain Lollipop. When the opponent blocks the beginning of grounded Miss Charlotte, I don't know what is that her loop attack? She can create distance at low risk. Miss Charlotte out of repair creates better situations on hit, making it easier to perform close slanting slash or here I go meaty. Okay, no, I think that's just her dash where she attacks and it's like a rocket. Here I go is with the unreactable chain stuff. All right, so you can make the mix up meaty. Interesting. Bomb Chocolat launches the opponent on hit, leading more easily into combos. Damn, so if you get mixed, it's going to be kind of like Amelia disc where she gets more combos and probably a way to loop it too, or chain into her here I go thing. So overall, I guess this is just help her get in easier, and then it just helps her enforce her offense a little bit more. I'm just gonna say it, guys. I hope they do something about Here I Go next patch. I just think that move is not very healthy. I'm sorry. That move is already busted as hell. All right, so what do I think about this patch? I think this patch is overall a W, in all honesty. Now, for the low tiers, I'm gonna be honest. The only person who I could see like really going up in the tier list is probably Testament. Now that they have more combo routes and the fact that their teleport is gonna stay there, and the succubus gives more mix and all that, and grounded throw being able to help them get even more mix on top of that is pretty good. Testament kind of got really buffed this patch, so I think they're definitely the winner here. Batman, oh, and Johnny, I was about to say Johnny too. Counter hit effect on Mistfinder is actually kind of crazy, and the fact that his dash has a reduced recovery, that's honestly pretty good. So yeah, I think Johnny and Testament are the two winners here. Elfelt's kind of like whatever, but we will probably see more of her in the next patch notes, and I have a feeling like we're gonna be in a very big surprise. Batman's still kind of the same, they just made him a little bit faster. Zato is I still don't think is gonna be that good, but I mean, at least Eddie comes back faster. I'm sorry, Zato mains. Yeah, I don't know. Zato still sounds like a weird case. Eddie will start replenishing, but it doesn't change the fact that he's still gone, you know? You still have to summon him back out. But with the forward movement speed, I mean, I guess that could be something. Potemkin's kind of like whatever. They just gave him more easy ways to Potemkin Buster. Axel is also kind of whatever. Soul got nerfed though. If they're talking about not being able to DPRC, well, not DPRC, yeah, DPRC, but if you're doing like heavy Volcanic Viper loops, you can't do that as Soul anymore. So yeah, I think this is just a nerf to Soul. This whole patch is just a nerf to Soul. Oh, and Baiken. Baiken also got pretty screwed. Rip Baiken. But I'm definitely happy about the Wild Assault changes. No more freaking snowballing. No more having to be forced to burst at the beginning of round start if you get hit. DPRC being gone is definitely going to be upsetting to some people who are used to that, because I'm pretty sure that's a Guilty Gear staple, but I mean, Strive is Strive, so you gotta take it for how it is. Overall, like I said, I think this patch is pretty much a W. Besides, they said they're gonna go over the other characters, or go over everybody in more details in the next patch. So yeah, for system mechanics, I'm happy, honestly. White Wall Assault's still going to be annoying, but at least they can't continue their offense. Go lose. Red Wall Assault not being able to be used for pressure is pretty good. I'm assuming that if you just FD them a little bit, then they should be able to get out of throw range, so that's nice. Blue Wall Assault, pretty much the same thing. So, well, it is the same thing, so. Yeah, I don't got nothing else to say. Welcome to Season 4. When Dizzy comes out, I definitely plan on playing her. And you guys let me know how you feel about the patch notes. Do you think it's a W, or are you a Baiken main? Baiken, I hope you get some love in the next patch. You really do need it. I really do think Baiken's bottom 5. But anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping. Like I said, let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about it. I will see you next time. Peace.